What's going on, guys? MDOP from the Battle Axe, the strongman gym in Miami, where strength is everything. A little Clint Darden tone there. Man, this room is dark. Not bad. I think that's worse. Anyway, I was asked a really good question yesterday about sumo pulling and conventional deadlifting on the Instagrams at the Battle Axe. Obviously, I'm telling you to follow it because I make a lot of sense. And they were asking me what the difference between, or what's the benefit, or what's the difference between sumo pulling and conventional. Now, if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, conventional is what you see normally. Your feet are close together, and you're basically just pulling straight up. Normally, your hands are inverted. And sumo is when you have a wide stance. Your feet are really wide out, like you're doing a box squat, maybe even a little bit wider, and you have the same grip and you just pull straight up. What I see as a power lifter, I'll speak as a power lifter first, the sumo, I think you can pull way heavier. You have a less distance. For me personally, not everyone does this, but in a sumo, I can pull a lot heavier. It's less range of motion for me, less distance off the ground, and I can really just incorporate a little bit more hips and less lower back for me. And it's easier on my body as far as just lifting up heavier weights, and I can really pull fast off the ground without holding back. Now, as far as conventional is concerned, I like to use conventional constantly because in strongman, you will never really see any kind of sumo pulling. So it really builds, the glutes, the hams, obviously, the low back to get these weights up off the ground. We have a lot of card deadlifts. Stones are kind of in a conventional stance. So the turnover in conventional, I think, is a little higher for strongman than anything else. Now, when it comes to my hair's doing whatever it wants. When it comes to the sumo pull, I use it a lot for strongman in the sense that it's still picking up really heavy weights off the ground. So if my back is toasty, if I feel that it's achy or it's letting me know from doing stones earlier in the week or sandbag carries or some sort of pick, I will actually sumo pull. Normally I just sumo pull for speed, so that I'm still moving weight. I use it sometimes as cardio and just move very quickly off of mats, and I still pull weight off the ground in a kind of wide stance. So it'd be maybe like a large stone, or maybe when I go around a sandbag where I'm still incorporating my hips and my glutes and obviously the hamstrings. So if I were to say to you as a power lifter, I think you'd have to find your stance of choice and then stick with it. And then, every once in a while if you're a conventional lifter, it doesn't hurt to do sumo maybe once a month for some speed pulls, maybe twice a month to do something different, incorporate different muscles. If you're a sumo lifter, it will never hurt you to do conventional, just to get different feels, a different grip on things, obviously different kind of muscle fibers being engaged. As a strongman, I think that the conventional is the best way, or one of the ways you should stick to the most, not necessarily pulling off the ground, but I feel like the turnover on the conventional is a little bit higher. As far as sumo is concerned for strongman, I've seen benefits from it by really allowing me to create more acceleration, more power, more speed in a wide stance. It still helps in grip training because you're still holding up weight. It's really good on the glutes there. That's what she said. And I think that that's a good turnover when you do it in any sort of way, whether it's for heavy or for speed. But if I had to pick just one, I'd probably stick to conventional for strongman, and for powerlifting, personally, I think I'd stick with the sumo. But being who I am, that I like to do both and be kind of well-rounded, I'll do both. And I'll throw briefs on with the sumo and pull for speed, or go heavy, or on conventionals, I put the straps on and go really, really heavy, and we go from there. So hope this clears it up, gives you an idea, maybe how to incorporate it into your training. I always say do both, but if you have one that you're good at or it's your preference, stick to that one the most and use that one, the other one as an alternative, maybe for accessory or for speed. So hope this helps out, and tune in, and thanks for asking a good question, pal.